Hey guys, what's going on? Ian Fernando here, and I got some great people on this actual interview, video, podcast. And since we're still in quarantine, I decided to talk to these guys about my other business, which is doing stuff on Amazon. And as you guys know, I've been on Amazon just almost 2 years now, and it's been kind of affecting my business. And I wanted to get some professional questions answered based on what's happening. I've been reading so much about what's going on with FBA and FBM, product supply chains, and all this. So I want to introduce you to Zack and Howard. They're both really good in the Amazon space. Howard, you guys probably seen his videos and news boards online, and Zack all on Sales World Conference and all the conferences he's out there. So if you guys can introduce yourself, that'd be great. Let's start off with Zack.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Zach. I'm the CEO of AMZ Kung Fu. Previously based in China for 4 years, except just made the move. Responsible for some of the large Chinese sellers dominating Amazon and have a lot of the software that new sellers need to succeed.
Hi guys, I'm Howard Tai, and known as the Professor. What I do is more of my specialty is ranking and how do you rank on Amazon. So I'm pretty good at that side. So that's about it for me.
Awesome. So let's talk about basic stuff like what is going on with the current state of Amazon. There's a lot of news I'm hearing, and there. Sorry about that. And I just don't know what's actually happening. First, let's talk about what the state of Amazon during this time. What's going on?
Yeah, so everything is kind of changing every day, like on a very short notice, just like everything else in the world. So we noticed someone posted my group like, yo, Amazon's about to shut down shipping plans. You're not going to be able to ship in anything that's not essential. And they posted this on the seller forums, not even as an official announcement at first. And then it became immediately within 2 hours, you were not able to send in your product or create shipping plans. And now, just today, we found out that certain items are not able to be shipped, even if they're good selling products on Amazon. They're in stock. Amazon might not send out products that are not essential, even if they're in FBA already. And we're seeing ship times that are saying like April 20th or even May for some items, even though they're in the warehouse and you're paying for it to be in the warehouse. Amazon hasn't really released a lot of information about this yet or what they're doing to, remedy this. They are trying to hire 100,000 more people, which shows you that Amazon might be a clear winner of this coronavirus.
Now, do you think that's just for, trying to ship products out, or more warehouse, or?
Yeah, everything to do with moving. And Jeff Bezos himself sent out a letter saying, hey, we have made substantial changes to our supply chain, our logistics, to basically everyone. But also, if you look at some other news, you see that at least one warehouse worker had coronavirus.
Yeah.
And at this point, that might be enough to shut down an entire warehouse.
They actually did shut down that warehouse in I think San Antonio, where is it? Texas, somewhere in Texas, I think. So they did shut down that warehouse for quarantine, and then they're cleaning it all up and fogging it all up. Right, last time I read. So that
yeah, this could be why we're seeing the delay. Maybe those products are in that one warehouse, but we are. Amazon has a lot of people. They employ like 750,000 people. Soon it'll be close to 1 million. And it doesn't take too many people with Corona to shut down these warehouses.
Yeah. So, but I think what's going on is how does an Amazon seller that has stock in or inventory, will Amazon give credit? Will there be leeway? Do you think, as you're saying,
we have no idea what they're going to do, but it looks like you need to find a third-party logistics warehouse and shipping service that is still active, and you need to be merchant fulfilling during this time. But we don't know what's going to happen with, for example, the Postal Service or DHL or FedEx or all of these other methods of shipping that we're dependent on. We just saw today that also e-packet seems to be affected going to affected countries by Corona. And so we might hit the point where logistics are shut down almost globally. You know, the factories in China are ready to go.
Yeah.
They're like, where's the demand now?
Yeah.
So it's kind of this V-shaped dip where at first no one could get supply, and now the supply is back, but the demand is gone.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these companies are not financially stable enough to place these big bets on inventory.
I agree. What do you think about that, Howard? Like the logistics side, the supply chain from e-packets, or what's going on in current or prior to what's going on now? Like, how it affected Amazon, and now since I think globally the workers are going back to work now, is it going to be a spike like Zach is saying?
So right now is it's hurting for everyone right now. Even the Chinese that are back to work and stuff, because there's like the six kind of essential categories that are able to fill. Those are the ones that everyone's rushing into and changing right now. So right now, a lot of people in China, they're all hogging up, trying to make sure that they can sell those kind of items at this point in time. And then over here in the U.S. for you, it's kind of a lot of people are really bad situation because all the inventories hold on Amazon's FBA, and they don't really know how to ship it. So what I'm thinking, there's two things that we can help with is to tell the viewers is that one is either bring in all your inventory back in from Amazon, and or go in and post your stuff as FBM on Amazon and use merchant multi-channel fulfillment to ship it out, which will cost a little bit more money, but that's still working right now at this point. If it's a high dollar ticketed item, profit is there. Maybe it costs about $3 to $5 more, depending on what kind of size is your shape is your product. So that's the only thing I can think of right now. So you have to do FBM for sure, because like right now, all the products that people are posting on Amazon, that if they have FBA items, they're not indexing at all anymore. They're like thrown off of the index. You can't even find it because Amazon's not shipping it. They're not going to show it. It's like useless. Why are you going to show something that they can't ship? So then that's why. And I can see a lot of things like their promise date is actually is okay. It seems like this 100,000 people that they're hiring is actually for the fulfillment to help relieve the stress on the third-party seller that can't be shipping it out. So that's what I'm seeing. And Amazon's doing good, trying their best actually, because they're actually
the sales spike is massive.
They're actually letting the government use their logistics to actually ship those self-home test for those coronavirus.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Very soon. Yeah, so that they're trying their best to help the community. So I think I really think that's a good job on their side, and they know that the third party seller that are not within the 6 categories are hurting. So they're trying to really help out on that side with the hiring of the 100,000 people, which I could see that's what it is right now.
That's crazy because when you said about SEO and products not being listed, I've actually done some Google, and then you see like the dog and 404 not listed on Amazon. I'm like, oh damn, that is crazy actually, you know.
When you know it should be real.
Yeah, so that is pretty actually nuts. So what you're saying is people like me, FBA arbitragers, people that has products should ship their items back to, let's say, my house and then fulfill it as FBM model instead. Right, but then there are people like I've seen I think CNBC like mini documentary where people just don't have any more inventory and they can't even order anymore because the supply chain in China, most of them that they get from China is almost like over a month's time. So how do these small businesses try to cope with this time if they've only have one manufacturer in China? Should they expand to multiple manufacturers or like?
So based on the situation on the ground right now in China, things are getting closer to normal.
Yes.
Factories are back and they're asking for orders, which is crazy. Um, Everyone still has the mask. Everyone still has like lockdown. Everyone going in still has like 2-week quarantines and stuff. But people are going to work. People are making stuff, and so taking the time to go to another factory is not necessarily going to help you
Mm.
because maybe you have 2,000 other customers of that factory trying to also find a company in Mexico or something. So all of those companies that weren't used to this huge demand, they're swamped. They can't handle this stuff.
Yeah.
And so even if you find another factory, it doesn't guarantee you any better result. One thing you might want to do if you made your money on Amazon at this point is you might want to wait. Like you might just want to chill out for a little bit. Focus on other parts of your operations and preparing for when things do get a little bit better. Now might be a good time to make a new website, to write some new copy, make some new ads, plan your next products, redesign your packaging, like do all these little things that are going to help you once everything is kind of back to a semi-normal state. If you have money to kind of wait on things, don't put crazy pressure on yourself because the situation is just going to keep changing day by day. And you need to take a step back and look at everything, assess everything. That's where your time is best spent right now.
Yeah.
So I actually do agree with Zach because right now everything is like changing so fast that
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, you know?
You shouldn't jump on into something. Like, for example, people were jumping into masks and selling Amazon. The first wave of people made their money, right? They're gouging and everything like that. And now when the second people, oh, I got my inventory, now I'm gonna put it up. Oh, Amazon banned everything. Yeah. Google banned everything. Facebook banned everything. Yep. Everyone banned everything. So you had nowhere to sell. In the Yahoo News, remember the guy with the 17,000 hand sanitizer? They're giving it away, donating it out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't jump on anything right now, especially when you don't have any inventory. You just have to wait it out. You got the government giving stimulus stuff, and you have your loans or your other. They're letting the banks make sure that you can pay it off like deferred or paused or whatever.
Taxes are deferred.
Taxes are deferred or whatever. God. You know, like things are Amazon. The Amazon, you just have to wait it out. What Zach was saying is, what I believe is right now plan for when you could run first. Plan how you're gonna create a better opportunity for yourself. Do some leveling up yourself. Level yourself up. Go and learn some stuff and try to plan when you do get back up, which is I believe within a month or so.
I think so too.
Yeah. You'll be able to get back because Amazon's gonna hire those people, and then you'll be able to go in and put your inventory back in and sell it back out. So it's just a matter of time. Amazon's trying their best, and it looks like it's pretty grim, but it's actually just a reset because it's look at it. Like we say, everything. If you think about it, is actually still working. As long as people go back into work, everything's still cycling. You're not at war where everyone's destroying and then you have to reconstruct and refix and everything. It's just waiting for the time where everyone's back to normal and then you can kind of go back and start selling again pretty fast. Just as long as people, I believe, do their quarantine and make sure that it doesn't spread anymore, then it'll be even faster if everyone becomes like, listen.
Yeah, listen to the government for sure. No, I agree. People stay in their house for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, especially if people just started the heavy lockdown here in the States. I know California and New York, they just started like heavily just 2 days ago. So that's another 2 weeks on top of those people staying home, and hopefully it will dissipate much faster. But I mean, there are people that definitely just need Amazon. They only do Amazon. They don't even do eBay, right? So, or Mercari or Poshmark.
Customers that need it too. And I was getting complaints by just random friends. They're like, hey, why can't I get this thing on Amazon? I want to order like a PlayStation now because I'm stuck inside and I can't.
Yeah.
And all the other stores are closed. So this is just kind of the situation right now. And customers are thinking very differently about what kind of products are essential
Yes.
and what kind of products do they actually want. Things that they might have bought 3 weeks ago are not even in their mental calculations. Now they want things like home gym equipment,
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah. Like EMS
absolutely
probably.
huge.
So let's talk
I
about that then.
people
Like
are thinking really differently about what kind of stuff do they want to buy.
so that kind of makes sense because I run Nutri campaigns and my Nutri campaigns are just not doing so well, right? So I've been pushing some info products and just yesterday, and we'll see how it works. So as of the state of e-commerce overall, from like Shopify to Amazon and all that stuff, like would the state of mind shift? Do you think e-commerce is again maybe just taking a quick dip before maybe it goes back to normal,
Well,
or
like, think about whatever you're selling. The people that were selling things like face masks, some of my friends made more than $1 million in a week.
I've
That's
seen
not a
those
dip.
articles, yeah.
Dip. Friends selling home gym equipment or ashwagandha or any type of supplement or something, huge spike. So it's just certain things are really up, and things that were normally good are down. So
Mm.
it's just like, this from being an affiliate where you got to keep changing based on what's going on in the market. It's the same thing in ecom. It's that like maybe people were really into this certain type of product, but right now that's not the trend. You got to not necessarily follow the trend, but understand your customer well enough to know what are their priorities if they're stuck in the house for 3 weeks. Think about the prepper kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those affiliate offers have done well for a while, but I'm sure right now they're blowing up.
Yeah, so I mean, a
Um,
lot of ad networks are getting very strict on like a survival prep and your campaigns, and I couldn't get a survival
hmm,
campaign up because it's like, dude, you're going too aggressive, and I'm like, but this is
yeah.
the situation right now, right? So you have to be a little bit more generic when it comes to the ads for sure. But even if you're an ecom, and if let's say you're
Mhm.
potentially selling, I don't know, phone cases, right? And you see the shift of what's happening to people that want home gym equipment. I still can't go to China or and get inventory, right? So that shift, like how that shift is hard still, you know.
I mean, this is where you are in like a perfect position as someone that can market affiliate stuff, do the digital side, and also do some physical stuff. It's if you just have one skill set, one type of product, one type of thing, it can be pretty difficult if your thing is not what people care about.
Yeah, so
Uh,
basically, don't have it all your eggs in one basket. And guys, be an affiliate. You can always shift. So okay, cool. So I guess that's really much it. I mean, is there any topic you guys want to talk about in this specific situation we're currently in?
just relax, grab a Corona, go to a beach,
No corona.
and wait this out.
Yeah, I totally understand. I mean, there's just a lot of things happening, and a lot of people are affected with Amazon. I see these groups that are just complaining their inventory is stuck. They can't order inventory. They don't, and a lot of people is they don't even want to do FBM, right? Because they enjoy
Yeah,
FBA, right?
it's
So what do
more
you,
work.
how do you, like, yeah, exactly. So what do
For
you tell these
sure.
people that just don't
Um,
want to do that don't want to do FBM because they were so dependent on FBA? Like, dude, you can't take 2 weeks to just pack your own shit, you know?
yeah, I mean, one thing I think is that like people shouldn't just do social distancing. They should actually just like turn Facebook off, turn the media off, go focus on you. Don't work because like you're just gonna pick up this negativity from every source around you, and you're not gonna be able to think clearly about the situation. If I was watching the Michigan news yesterday on my TV from Thailand, and I'm like, this is insane. These people are just going. Um, it's just so fear based.
Yeah, it is for
Things are going
sure.
to be fine. Things are always going to be fine. Um, and it can really help just to turn off the TV, turn off Reddit, turn the stuff off, go for a walk in your living room since you can't go outside or something, and just relax.
Yeah,
It's going
I
to be all
agree. So let's say one more thing, like for all the people that are, should people sign up for, or no, here, actually, this is what I want to ask. So you guys consult with a lot of Amazon people. Howard, I know you have a bunch of like Chinese sellers and all this stuff. So how are those sellers being affected as of right now? You know what I mean? Since they can't even move inventory into Amazon warehouses, are they just staying chill like these traditional FBA sellers here in the States? You know, how's that consult world for you guys working out right now?
So right now, for the Chinese right now, they're actually the same situation as the Americans or the people who are selling on Amazon US. The two things that are really that they can do is pivot a lot easier because the inventory is in China and they're in China. They can always go and see stuff, so they can actually do like they can actually do FBM really easily.
Yeah, they can still take a taxi to the factory, pick up 100 pieces, ship it in immediately.
And right now the trend is that they're actually looking for B2B kind of contracts with Facebook. If you see now in Facebook, just recently, because now everything in China is back to normal, you'll see a lot of people trying to sell masks to people and stuff on groups. Chinese posting up.
Got it.
So you'll see that right now. If you haven't seen it yet, you'll see it right now when you do look at it.
It depends what Facebook groups you're in.
They're inside Facebook group. They're gonna try to sell you mask and wholesale masks so that you can give it to your people or your friends or whatever. So that's what they're doing, as well as they're trying to find people in the United States to help them contract for the hospitals and to the government with these masks, so that they're kind of working on those kind of side deals, side hustle kind of thing, while the whole entire industry is kind of pausing. They're just like how Chinese are.
I know.
They're good at the hustle.
The hustle, yeah, and they're just workers.
At the same time, just a word of warning for most people, I don't think it's wise to try and profit off of Corona too much, whether it's kind of fear mongering or selling this kind of prepper shit or doing a lot of kind of scammy offers I saw in the last couple days on spy sites.
Hey, don't talk about me like that.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I'm trying to have more generic ads now. So if this way, I want to target people that are more interested in what they want instead of trying to force them on what they need, right? So that's kind of the path I'm kind of going with my ads right now. So, but awesome, guys. Great conversation. I want to thank you guys for coming on and discussing this issue with Amazon and what's going on in the world. And hopefully everything will go back to normal. I know a lot of vendors are struggling out there, and don't worry, like Zack and Howard said, just give it a couple more weeks. China is now just picking up itself. They're going back to, I'm assuming, are all the factories open or just certain pockets?
I don't know about all of them, but
most of them.
It seems pretty good.
Yes. They're pretty good.
Okay, yeah, so
schools
guys
are opening up actually. Some schools are opening back up.
Oh wow. So it's not like pocket cities where like, okay, let's just open this city up and slowly and let take another.
Wuhan got rid of even a lot of the lockdown barriers. It's officially, I think, out of lockdown.
Oh, okay, nice. That's good. Okay, so guys, yeah, just give it a couple more weeks. I mean, I know a lot of people are struggling. I see you guys in the groups, and hopefully this content and interview was good for you guys. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and then I'll repurpose it to these guys if anything. So, thanks you guys. Thanks Zach. Thanks Howard for coming on. And if you have any last words, go ahead and say so. Nope. All right, guys. Thank you very much.